Hey guys, welcome back to another quick impressions video here to talk about a game that I beat earlier in the year, and that game is Pikuniku, a 2019 release developed by Sector Dub and published by Devolver Digital, a name that or a publisher that's gaining a lot of popularity for publishing a lot of pretty good indie games. And as some of you may know, I got a gaming laptop earlier in the year, so I decided to dust off my Steam library and get a bunch of newer games. And this one caught my attention because it was very low in price. There was a sale when I purchased this game, and the amount of overwhelmingly positive reviews that the Steam score had for this game. So I decided to give it a shot. I think the game was on sale for like $1, and I was very pleasantly surprised. This is a indie game, but a very well made indie game with very bare bones and minimalistic graphics. But what really caught me by surprise was just the gameplay and the charm of the game. In this game, you basically play as Piku, who is this like a creature that awakens from a slumber. The game doesn't really explain why or how, but immediately after you wake up from your slumber and you exit the cave where you were, I guess, contained, the nearby villagers think you're some sort of like legendary monster or beast. So you have to kind of like throughout the game gain their trust and friendship, but slowly but surely you start doing that. It's kind of funny how the game incorporates very interesting topics in the storyline. The storyline is very simple, but at the same time it has a very mature connotation, not in terms of violence or things like that, but just themes, because overall there is this character called Mr. Sunshine. He's like an entrepreneur that has a big corporation that is basically draining all the resources from this little town, and he's kind of like selling the wrong impression, or has propaganda going for him, and then it's up to Piku to kind of like expose him and kind of like expose this like mega corporation, you know, this monopolistic, I guess, a big corporation that it's just taking advantage of the inhabitants of this world. So a little bit of an interesting story that it's told in a very simple way, but again, it's the charm of this game that really won me over. And essentially the gameplay, this game plays kind of like a side-scrolling, I guess, adventure slash puzzle exploration game where your character moves very slowly. You can roll, you can walk, but you can only push or kick things, which is a very limited moves that you can perform with your character. But nevertheless, the game works somehow. The game is very easy and very short. In that way, it kind of reminded me of the Kirby games, if you want to establish that comparison, where the games are short and easy, but they provide a pretty sweet experience for the amount of time that you play. The graphics, as I mentioned, are very colorful, but very essential, but very appropriate to the game. And the game just has an overall charm in terms of the characters that this world creates. You know, the communications between them, the dialogues, it's very simple, only a few lines of dialogue. But surprisingly, the game just oozes with a charm and a personality that it's really engaging in a very strange way. That's how I found myself kind of like enjoying my journey through this adventure game. And again, you know, the gameplay might be very slow, may not be very challenging, but it's kind of like the end result and the entire product that, in my opinion, shines the whole way. And I think there's a lot of replay value. I haven't played it, but I think the game features a co-op mode where there's like 9 additional chapters, and the game also provides collectibles. It took me around 5 hours to complete the game, but if you really want to, you can complete the game sooner than that, maybe in like 3 to 4 hours. I was trying to get all the collectibles. I did not end up getting them, all of them, but I got a good portion of them without using a guide. So that's another part of the game that's also interesting. If you want to get some of the collectibles, you may have to opt in to do like kind of like side quest type of deals, or you have to explore more and solve more puzzles and find like these hidden and secret areas, which I thought it was a pretty fun to do. Now, I believe this game is on Game Pass, so if you guys have that service, might as well give it a shot. You know, it doesn't hurt. It's a very short game, perfect to play it in between longer RPGs, or if you're in between longer games, this is a good game to unwind and relax a little bit. I thought it was a very refreshing experience, and why I wanted to do a glowing impressions review on this game. I believe it's also available on the Nintendo Switch as a digital version, and of course the version that I play was on Steam. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this impressions video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.